Call of Duty's new map, Mazrah, is truly beautiful. With diverse POIs and an interesting endgame that splits into 3 different circles, Call of Duty fans have a lot to be excited about. But not everybody is happy about it. With the release of Warzone 2 comes the end of another popular game mode and map, Rebirth Island Resurgence. This video is for those that feel they no longer have a home. To those who felt like they truly enjoyed Rebirth Island and might not enjoy Warzone the same now that it's gone. The movement meta had its place in Call of Duty history, and now there's a new sheriff in town. In this one, I'll give you 3 steps to transform your gameplay from a Rebirth Movement King to an Mazrah Champion.
Freaking God!
So let's start with tip number 1, approach. In Rebirth Island, you could use movement to get away with bad positioning, but that is no longer the case. Because of this, you need to prioritize the high ground and good positioning at all costs. Let me show you what I mean. My teammates are on the edge of zone, and we know that if we push out into the open, we're surely going to die. So we opt to push late up into the gas and take the high ground, giving us not only cover, but the ultimate positioning advantage. So the next time you're about to push into the open where you don't have high ground or cover, remember 3 things. With a low time to kill, cover is king. You need to be able to get to cover and plate up instantly. If there's a lot of open space in the endgame, the person with the high ground is most likely gonna win. Think about the circle pulling away. What's the best spot to be if it does, and what's the best spot to be if the circle pulls in? You wanna be in the best spot to move instantly. You wanna have the best position possible, and usually that means height because you can easily jump to new ledges. The goal is to hold your opponents and not be held, because if you're fighting players in the gas, you'll never win.
Knocked 1.
Nice. I gotta jump off here. Watch how I go up the hill and prioritize having the high ground at all times. I do make the mistake of trying to loot a backpack when I should be focused on actually shooting what's in front of me. But I'm able to recover from that mistake and to time my stim perfectly while I'm in the gas and notice how much it hurts your health. So with my whole team in the high position, the team that's rotating into the gas really has no chance. And that results in an easy win. Notice that the 3rd place team is now below me on the ledge and they're completely surrounded by my teammates. And the last team is so far out in zone that they have no chance. There is no cover surrounding them, and the only place they can go to escape the gas is directly in front of them, right into our clutches.
Let's go. Let's freaking go.
So if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, here are 2 more tips to help you go from a Rebirth sweat to an Mazrah Champion. Tip number 2, patience. I was playing solos today on stream when I realized that I needed to be a little bit more patient. Let's take this scenario for example. I'm in the house when I get an audio cue below me. He's below me, bro.
Hostile UAV in the...
And look at this COD timing. As I jump out of the 2nd floor, the other player runs right below me. I tried to tag him up with some shots, but I missed more than you miss your crush's DMs on Valentine's Day. Sorry. That was a little too far. But as the player pushes into the house, I could run in the door right behind him, but that's too predictable. Instead, I try to outflank him and jump into the 2nd floor. And that's when I hear him going up the ladder. So once again, I'm left with the option of chasing him directly up the ladder or playing it a little more patient. No one plates here. Why'd he peek me, bro? Many players make the mistake of trying to get over-aggressive and push through very predictable ways. But the reason that I won this fight with no plates is because I just waited for the player to peek me. Now listen, this is not as exhilarating as those high kill Rebirth games, but eventually you have to understand that the pace will speed up and there'll be more things you can use to finesse people with. Right now, there simply isn't. And if you try to fit a square peg into a round circle, you're gonna be left in the dust.
Yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's pretty true.
But if you do want to play aggressive, what can you do? Let's look at a scenario where I really upped the pace in solos. There he is. What, bro?
Gas is closing.
Whew. Didn't I just talk about patience? How did I even win that? There are 3 things that really went into this. 1, centering. Notice how the white dot in the middle of my screen, aka the crosshairs, in the center. That way when I actually crash through the window, I don't really have to move much to actually kill him. Secondly, I pushed with pace and the element of surprise. Notice how I didn't slowly walk up and run up the stairs. I flew through the window and my enemy had really no time to react. And lastly, I had the gun for it. Anytime I get a Lockman MP5, an M4, or a Hurricane, a gun like that, I know it's go time. You're ultimately not going to improve unless you put yourself in situations that require better aim and movement, so that's the best way to do it, is just go for it. Tip number 3. Think aloud. Now this third category and tip is gonna sound like it's third grade reading class, and that makes sense because I'm a teacher. In this next bit, watch how in solo duos I narrate what I'm doing and end up getting 2 kills as a result of narrating and thinking aloud, and see how to help you in your gameplay. Adding Resurgence back. Let's go, Finn. All right, we're gonna try to hit the top here. Nope, we're not. This guy's hitting the top, so we're actually gonna go down here because you gotta grab a gun off the rip. So we hit a chest right off the rip, right? Let's see what we got. W. Okay, we got a plate vest right off the rip. We know there's people above us, right? So our first priority is trying to get up here. The obvious thing would be to take the zip. So what do? We take the less obvious road. We're gonna go all the way up the staircase. But see this dot on my screen, guys? This dot, this white dot, we need to do what's called center. So we're gonna center directly where we expect them. So my centering needs to be directly above the staircase at all times. Like, our focus needs to be... I hear a dude above here, chat. I can't hear if he's above or below me. Let's clear below first. Let's clear below first. Because we're not sure. Because we're not sure. They're not making any noise, bro. They're making no noise. Not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse. Not even a Warzone rat. Okay. Okay, we're not going to push that because they're in the staircase. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little fancy here. Stick with me, though. We're going to do this. We're going to hop up here, and we're going to push to this heli. Now, here's why we're going to do that. We can see where they're at. Someone was in here. Someone was in here. This door's open. We got to be extra careful. Peek up top here. No one's looking at us. Boom. Go up here. Leonardo, thank you for the... Go up here. And we're going to try to drive this thing and see if we can get a peek at them. Someone just hit us from behind. So that's not great. Now we're going to switch out of here and just peek where they're at. Now we got the high ground. Let's jump out and land right on this roof here. We need an AR, though. Boom. No fall damage. Perfect. Beautiful. No one's peeking us on this side. They got to be over here on this side here. Or they're below. Or they're below, but they did take off 2 plates. Boom.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go, Justin. I appreciate you. Jimmy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right, we got a grenade launcher. Not bad. We might be able to use that for a strategic knock here. Let's see. I'm going to fly over here just to see if I can bait any shots, just to see where they're at. Notice how you glide a lot faster in this game. Boom, we got an orange chest. Someone below us. Someone below us. We got 2 SMGs. Beautiful. Beautiful. They got to be in here. Let's look through the glass, see if they're just camping in here. Now we break through. Clear? Nothing. Check the stairs. We got a stronghold. Someone just opened the door. Yeah, I heard that. Let's clear everything out here, bro.
You're losing ground.
Okay, we don't need a thirst. We don't need a thirst. There's a claymore there. Let's reload this. Okay. Challenge him. Oh my goodness, dude. That's how it's done. Get out of my lobby, son. Pre-fire, baby. That's how it's done, bro. That's how it's done. You got to play this a little bit slower, dude. Let's go. Yo, thank you for the stars, Lamont. I appreciate you, bro. That's how it's done, bro. We just pre-fired him. We knew he was going to push, but he didn't know that we were ready for him. Over the process of this video, I hope you learned that maybe you're not as far away from Rebirth as you imagine. While there's no more slide canceling and there's a lot of adjustments to equipment like stims, you can still succeed in Mazrah. Remember that growth is a slow process. At first, you might not succeed, but if you stop, you'll never know what you can achieve. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, stay hungry, stay humble, and never be afraid to admit when you're wrong. Here's one more video for you to watch on your screen, and I'll see you in the next one.